Please put your hands together for Beth the Terminatrix Thomas! Her opponent this evening, in the red corner, fighting out of the Bat Cave and Carlton Gracie London, hailing from London, please show your appreciation for Gracie Anderson! This is an amateur MMA bantamweight fight to be contested over three-minute rounds. Thank you.
Okay, we're underway. Grace wasting no time. Big shots. Beth clinches her up.
So, two contrasting styles. Beth from Andy Roberts, BJJ. Grace, always been much more of a kickboxing background. Originally started training with the King brothers, Tommy and Louie. Obviously both big hitters, and we've seen those guys before. Grace has just come back from 7 weeks in the US training as well, so we expect her to be on point. But at the moment, Beth has just turned her against the cage. This is where she wants this fight. Clinched up where Grace cannot let loose with those hands.
Grace wearing the red gloves. Beth in the blue corner with the blue gloves on. Let's see if she can get her down.
Oh, and Grace reverses it. But Beth still has a better grip here, I think.
She's just going.
There we go.
She's going to trip there.
Grace looks a little bit more uncomfortable in this position than Beth.
It's no secret about Beth's ground game. It looks like she's trying to work for the takedown, Tim.
Yeah, this is an incredibly tiring way to fight. Looks like not much is going on here, but it's constant effort. The fittest will survive in this situation.
You're not wrong there. I mean, obviously, you're not just carrying your own weight, you're carrying their weight as well. That's why it's so tiring up against that cage.
It's actually good to see the ref not trying to break it up at all for any inactivity. It's been ongoing. It's interesting, Grace has linked her hands up here to trap Beth's arms, which means that Grace has an opportunity to start letting the knees go a little bit.
Beth not panicking at all. She's taken her time, looking to reverse the position.
And what is interesting, and we've seen this tactic before, is a grappler will tire out a striker's arms, so that by the time she ever gets there...
Oh, Beth's dropped down for a single leg, but she's been caught in a choke here. Not sure if Grace has got it. Beth's certainly not panicking, Tim.
No.
Doesn't look like it's on. Hard to see from this angle.
Oh, it looks quite tight. You'd be surprised.
There is a takedown available here if Beth can just switch her position a little bit.
No, she doesn't want to get the takedown at this point because she falls straight into the full guillotine. She's savvy enough to know that at this point. But Grace is going to gas her arms out at this point. Oh, she's turned it. Will she jump guard is what I want to know. Pull her down, control her. Doesn't look like it. She's trying to finish it standing.
Beth has looked pretty comfortable in this position. She's still landing shots. There's 10 seconds left. I'm sure she'll hold out.
I think Grace is demonstrating a little bit of naivety on the grappling front there. Right, and here we go, round two. Grace is going to come straight out with the striking. That is her opportunity to win this fight here, and she does. Beth sensibly needs to close that distance right now. And she does.
The question I want to know, Tim, is how much has Grace got left in her arms? Because she held that submission for quite a long time towards the end of that first round.
I don't think we need to be concerned by her conditioning. I think she's probably done a very big camp coming back from the US. She's, you know, she's always been known to be a very highly conditioned fighter. In fact, I've trained with her. She's never suffered from that kind of. She's never suffered from getting tired at all.
I see you've got the inside track.
I do try. I do try. But I do feel that Beth has got the advantage in these clinched positions.
She's certainly keeping busy. Grace keeps having to react to what Beth's doing.
Oh, She momentarily looked for the single, but she's doing very well. She's got Grace's wrist. She's controlling that right hand. Beth could throw the knees if she lifted her head right now, but no.
Beth keeping busy, trying to land a few shots, but Grace is doing well to block them. Grace reverses the position. She lands a knee. That's better.
Beth gets her straight back to the cage.
Lots of instruction coming from Beth's corner. Just wondering if she can hear them.
I think she's been very well drilled in this up against the cage clinch fighting.
Stuart Davis looking in, wants them to improve their positions. And they do.
Oh, and she drops with a single. Is she actually going to go for it? She needs to turn her to her right now off the cage to avoid falling into that guillotine and the clinch. Grace has not linked her hands yet, but Beth, she doesn't follow through with that position.
She's certainly going for that choke again, Tim, but she didn't have success in the first round. Beth again not panicking, still landing shots. Doesn't look like it's bothering her too much.
No, at this point, the classic way to get out of this would be for Beth to drop her right arm over Grace's left shoulder, put the other hand on it, and then attempt to take her down from there, relieving pressure on her neck.
Grace not wanting to let go of this position. She must feel that she has something. Again, 10 seconds left. Beth's going to make it through, I think.
Right, third round. I'm going to call it. It's 2 rounds in the bag for Beth right now. And it's going to go the same way this in the third round as Beth pushes Grace up against that cage and starts to work the body.
Very energetic start again from Beth. Grace is going to need to improve her position. I think you might be right, Tim. I would say it's probably 2-1.
It's a perfect tactical game. If she knows Grace, she knew that standing at any distance with her was a mistake. Beth doesn't have the striking to deal with it. And she's got double underhooks, nicely done.
Here comes the takedown. Will she get it?
We're going to get it. She's going to get it back up against the cage. Again, tactically savvy. She's listening to her corner on every move.
Beth has done very well listening to corner instructions. It's no wonder that she's winning this fight. Grace still throwing those knees, but not a lot of damage being done. Beth certainly doesn't seem very bothered by them.
Well, just basically, Beth isn't allowing Grace to generate any space. Grace can't generate any space. Her hips are squared, they're flat against the cage. Beth's hips are close in. There is nothing to give.
You're right, Tim. She's got no pullback.
And again, she's looking for the single. My feeling is she just needs to commit a little bit more. And Grace instantly goes back to the guillotine.
She hasn't had any success with that in the first 2 rounds. It doesn't look like she's going to have any success in the third.
Oh,
there it is. Has she got it? She's gone back to the single.
Grace is going to really commit.
She's got to if she wants to win this fight.
I think Beth needs to actually think first about defending the guillotine, and she does. She's again listening to her corner, very savvy fighter.
Still punching, still showing she's alive, she's still going. Grace looks a bit confused with what to do when this isn't working. Beth lands one in the face.
I think Grace needs to really hunt to just pull that wrist off. Otherwise, she can't generate any forward momentum in this fight.
Absolutely right. Her corner screaming at her. She must keep striking from that position.
There we go. She's starting to work. Grace is committing everything to this guillotine position, standing. Look at that face.
Grimacing. She really is putting everything into this choke. I don't think she's going to get it though, Tim. Beth still striking, still getting busy.
I think Beth is totally comfortable here.
Beth's corner going ballistic. There's 10 seconds left. You've got to think Beth may have won this fight. That's it. Good fight.